here we are 4 years later. Even at that time, we were a $6 million market cap. I was trying to raise $4 million. Brian London put in 20 grand, and I was chasing around probably 40 to 50 different subdocs and picking up checks personally. And as we sit here before you today, we're $600 million. We've made a discovery. We're on our way to get permitted. We've scoped out a deposit. It's the highest grade project in the world in the development stage. And timing-wise, my goodness, $100 silver makes geniuses out of all of us, doesn't it? We've got some forward-looking statements, but it's not forward. Momentum's carrying us at this point. In terms of where we are, it's a completely different reality. That $4 million that I raised seemed Herculean back in the day when we had nothing other than an idea, and I was 34 years old at the time. As I said, we just hit our all-time high. Actually, every day last week we hit our all-time high, and 2 weeks ago we closed the $15 million financing. It was just two people. It was Eric and another group, but we've got warrants coming in every day. We've got $24, $25 million in cash. Just last year, our project got big enough. It was amazing because people started giving a damn about silver and gold last year, and that's right when we started answering the unanswered questions about our project. It's when Trump came in, and whether you like him or you don't, we're an American company, and my goodness, they're greasing the wheels across every single facet of the industry. They just made silver a critical minerals list, and in the terms of companies that are positioned to get permitted and break ground during the Trump administration, it's a universe of one in America, and that's us. That means we're going to be positioned to stand to benefit from all of the help they're going to give us in terms of financing this thing. But the best part is we don't need the help. We're big enough. Our project that I'm going to tell you about shortly, it's poised to be, just based off of our 2024 PEA, one of the top 4, top 5 producing silver mines in America when all is said and done. And if I don't screw this up, it has the potential to be one of the lowest cost silver mines in the world. Just last year, we got included into 2 of the world's biggest silver ETFs, the Sprott Silver SLVR. They started with 250,000 shares. They're now up to 7 million. We got into the world's biggest silver ETF, the SIL, Global X Silver Miners. They started with 5 million. We were at the bottom of the totem pole. Now we've worked our way up to the mid-range. We've had help along the way, took bankers. When I was trying to raise that initial $4 million, none of them would take my call. Now I get angry calls from them saying, why won't you take our money? It's a nice place to be. I've seen it all. As Friedland would say, womb to tomb. And I'm not in the tomb yet, but I've honestly lived it all. So the project I'm going to tell you about, halfway point between Las Vegas and Reno. What we've got is, when we picked this asset up, I hired the right person, and then I listened to him, which was the smartest thing I've ever done. And he said, we've got a consolidation of the unmined extension of one of the most famous silver districts in the world. 100 years ago, it was called the richest place on earth, and he says, we've got the missing link, you should do it. Now, I knew that Howard Hughes actually once owned a portion of this project, so I went and watched The Aviator that night, and I said, you know what, I'm in. And we hit on our first drill hole. We've done 150,000 meters of drilling later, and we've stoped out over 108 million ounces. This is stale already. We're coming out with another resource, actually, and a PEA in about 6 weeks or less. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be better. We came out with our first PEA just in 2024. All these figures on here are stale. In fact, the economics were run at $1,900 gold and $23 silver. We had a 40% after-tax IRR there. Our upside case was 2280 gold and 2760 silver, and that's a fraction of what spot is now. Really, at the end of the day, that 2024 PEA outlined something that was going to produce about 8.6 million silver equivalent ounces. I don't care if it's silver equivalent or just a unit. We're producing 8.6 million units. Our cost is under $12 all-in sustaining, and right now those same units are selling on the market requiring zero marketing for $103. It's a healthy margin. Since this PEA came out, we've done about 45,000 meters of drilling. We've I don't know how many millions of dollars we are, but what's actually amazing about this is we've got an asset that was always going to be robust given the grade profile, and this is the highest grade profile development stage asset in the world. The metallurgy, when I say silver equivalents, there's no lead or zinc or copper or whatever. It's just silver and gold. You crush it, you get gold, silver, and dust. But we're on private land, so I don't know if you've ever seen Robert Friedland present for Ivanhoe Electric, but having private land in America, patented claims, he spends half his presentation talking about it. We were always looking at an expedited permitting process with what we've got. And it's amazing to see, you know, now that Trump's come in, every single agency across the board has gotten the memo. But with us, it's just the county and the state. And we've been doing all the hard yards behind the scenes for the better part of the last year. In fact, we stopped drilling exploration-wise in October, but the drills have stayed at our project ever since. We've been drilling water wells and placing piezometers and doing all of the boring stuff. But for us, the biggest re-rate potential we're ever going to have after that discovery, after this upcoming resource, which is going to be looking, not even resource, PEA, it's going to be more ounces. We don't need them. It's going to have higher prices. At $1,900, this was a 40% IRR. But by this time next year, we're going to be well on our way to breaking ground. We're going to go from geologists to big yellow trucks at our project. We are advancing on something that is truly, if you had a time machine 100 years, this place was the richest place on earth, and no one had been at this project until we were able to consolidate it. Now, I know I've only made it to slide number 2 on this, and I had about 15, but it's an easy story, and I don't really need to sell it. A lot of you have been involved in this since the early days. When I came in, it was a 3-cent, $1 million market cap company. When I presented with Brian London, it was $6 million market cap and 7 cents. Here we are, we hit $1.85, I think, on Friday, where our volume has been through the roof. We were just awarded OTC Top 50 Best Performing Companies last year. You know, but what's amazing is we're not just a drill hole story anymore. We don't live and die by a single thing. This is a de-risking story. It's de-risky business is the business we're in for the next few years as we can drive this forward. That's it. It's high grade, it's good, it's big, it's gonna get bigger. Our PEA that's coming out in the next six weeks or less is we're looking at increasing the production profile. We're looking at obviously adding more ounces, and we're looking at bringing more tonnage through here. But already, even if I didn't add another ounce, and even if silver and gold were still $1,900 and $23 respectively, this is a project that was moving forward regardless. So come with me. The best is yet to come. Thank you.